Hey, what's up? We finally got to the TCL PlayCube, the company's flagship projector. You know, TCL is the world's second largest TV brand with 44 years of professional display expertise, giving them a significant advantage in display quality over many competitors. We have already tested a budget projector TCL C1 and a mid-range projector TCL A1S on our channel Tech Brothers. First and foremost, the projector catches the eye with its design. To be honest, I have never seen a projector like this before. The company says they were inspired by the Rubik's Cube when making this projector. It really looks like a Rubik's Cube because of its cubic shape. But you can also rotate it like Rubik's Cube, at least one part of it. It is actually a kind of built-in stand for adjusting the projector's tilt. The TCL PlayCube isn't just different because of its unique design, but also because of its display technology. Unlike previous TCL projectors, which used LCD technology, the TCL PlayCube features a 0.33-inch DMD DLP chip that delivers twice the image clarity of similar mini projectors. By the way, this projector is so small because it doesn't have a lamp inside, like other TCL projectors. Instead, it uses a 3-color RGB LED light source. You know, essentially, the TCL C1 and TCL A1S used the same projection technology, but they different in brightness. As for the TCL PlayCube, it uses a different technology and has the highest brightness of all, 750 ISO lumens. The TCL PlayCube is also the world's first mini projector powered by Gemini AI. Are you excited yet? I'm already very interested in checking out its image quality, but let's start the review with unboxing and design. The TCL PlayCube comes in the same cardboard box as other TCL projectors, but it is much smaller. We can see the Design Award 2025 logo here. I am not surprised by this, because the projector really looks amazing. On the side of the box, you can read the features of the projector. And there is a sticker with the specifications on the back. Inside, there is a package with accessories and the projector itself. We will come back to the projector a little later. But as for accessories, there is a quick start guide, remote control and batteries, a long USB-C to USB-C cable, and a 100 watts power adapter. I think you have already guessed from the power adapter and the USB-C cable that the projector has a built-in battery. We will talk more about that later. Talking about the design of the TCL PlayCube projector, it is really compact, but quite heavy. Its dimensions are 150 by 97 by 97 mm. The weight is 1325 grams. You know it is heavy because of the built-in battery. Be careful when you pick up the projector, because it doesn't look that heavy at first glance. Even so, it is still much lighter than other TCL projectors. As for the materials, the main body of the projector is made of plastic, while the rotating part has a fabric covering. I don't know what its practical purpose is, but it feels very nice when you hold it and rotate it. By the way, the right side of the projector is made of metal. The cooling system is probably located underneath it. You should also know that the TCL PlayCube projector has an aerospace-grade heat pipe system. It provides exceptional thermal efficiency as well as quiet operation. We will check the noise level a little later. The projector has fully sealed optical engine, so you don't need to worry about cleaning it. Part of the front panel has a glossy finish, but it is made of glass, not plastic, so it will not get scratched. Here we can see a lens as well as sensor and camera for real-time TOF positioning. The rear panel has a USB-C charging port, 3.5mm audio jack, USB and HDMI ports. There is a single power button on top and a tripod mount on the bottom. You know, I like the TCL budget projectors for their build quality, but the PlayCube is in a different league. It uses a variety of materials: plastic, metal, glass, fabric, and overall it feels very high-end. Talking about one of its main features, the Twistable Design, you can rotate the projector 90 degrees. In other words, you can choose a projection angle from directly onto the wall and directly onto the ceiling, and any angle in between. Although it doesn't actually look very stable, because the projector wobbles if you touch it, it actually stands quite firmly. It is a great and smart solution, and I like it even more than the gimbal stand of the TCL C1, because it is not as bulky. Overall, this is definitely the best projector from TCL for on-the-go use, thanks to its compact size, rotatable design, and even a built-in battery. As for the built-in battery, it has a capacity of 66 watt-hours. The company promises up to 3 hours of playback on a single charge. A full charge takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes, but a 30 minutes charge is enough for 1 hour of playtime. To be honest, I am surprised that the battery even fits in this small projector. It is a very convenient feature that lets you use the projector anywhere. Among the cool features that I found on this projector are the different brightness modes, such as Standard, Business, Movie, Eco, and Custom. In the Custom mode, you can adjust the brightness level yourself. In the projector settings, you will find a battery section with a feature called Charge Protection. When it is enabled, the projector will delay charging past 80% to protect the battery lifespan. Now let's talk about the smart system. The TCL PlayCube projector runs on the Google TV operating system, just like the other TCL projectors. However, when I turned it on for the first time, Google TV didn't look the way I was used to. That is because I didn't log into my Google account. Once I did that, it was just as I was expecting, including my apps. By the way, my projector received an operating system update. Now it runs on the Android TV OS version 14 and the software version 14.1.0.7. Overall, I will not dwell on the system itself, because the Google TV is the same on all devices, including previous TCL projectors. It has certified streaming apps like Netflix, Prime Video, YouTube, and Apple TV, and you can install many other applications from the apps section. What I like most about Google TV is that I will not have any issues with the streaming apps on it, unlike with other third-party systems based on Android or Linux. The settings are also standard for devices running Google TV, but the TCL PlayCube has a few features that I haven't seen on other projectors. First, there are more options available in the picture settings. I already told you about brightness modes and brightness adjustment, but there are also picture modes available. Backlight, contrast, saturation, sharpness, color gain. In the advanced settings, you will find a picture of local contrast control, dynamic contrast, gamma, color tuner, game mode, and gaming boost, but they are available only when a game console is connected. So the TCL PlayCube projector has many picture settings, but I left them all at default. You can also change the settings for inputs. Sound, network and internet, apps, etc. When it comes to projector settings, there is a unique feature called Instant Display Correct. When you turn it on, the projector will autofocus and perform keystone correction instantly. It works really fast and quite accurately. This feature is not available on more affordable TCL projectors. The other projector settings include focus, such as autofocus, manual focus, and autofocus at startup, image correction settings, such as auto keystone correction, manual keystone correction, zoom and shift. In the advanced settings, you will find smart eye protection, projection mode, remote control, and quick speed up. By the way, smart eye protection works very well. When the projector detects an object in front of it, a warning appears on the screen, reducing brightness and protecting your eyes. I also noticed the Bluetooth speaker mode in the settings, and now I am interested in testing the quality of the built-in speaker. The TCL PlayCube is a compact projector, so it has just a single 5W full-range speaker. For comparison, the more affordable TCL A1S has dual 8W speakers. However, to my surprise, the sound quality of the TCL PlayCube is actually very good. It is really loud, and I was only using it at 40% volume in my large room. I get plenty of bass, too. And the dialogue in the movies comes through very clearly.
You want the easy way or the hard way?
The best way.
Think you can handle it?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
You will be able to hear more sounds in the movies later, but for now, let me play some music.
Under a parking lot.
By the way, the TCL PlayCube is a very compact projector, but it still has a built-in fan. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if the TCL PlayCube has the same fan as more affordable but much larger projectors from TCL company, because they all have about the same noise level, 40 decibels nearby and 39 decibels at 1 meter. Now we should delve into image quality, because that is the main selling point of the TCL PlayCube. As I mentioned before, the projector uses a 3-color RGB LED light source with a 0.33-inch DMD DLP display chip. The image is very sharp, not only in the center, but also all the way to the edges. The TCL PlayCube has the same 1080p resolution as the other TCL projectors, but the picture actually looks much better here. The company claims it supports 4K playback, but I could only select 1080p on YouTube. On the other hand, it does support HDR. By the way, the projector supports dynamic contrast with a ratio of 1,000,000:1, but I decided not to turn it on because I prefer more natural colors. They are very good here. You should also know about 124% Breakpoint 709 color gamut and TCL Immersive Color Technology support. TCL's professional picture quality calibration team uses immersive color to reproduce more authentic colors. As for the projection size, I tested the TCL PlayCube on my 85-inch reflective projection screen at a distance of about 2.4 meters from the wall. The projector supports a maximum screen size of 150 inches. I tested it at around 120 inches, and the image is just as sharp. By the way, I can also take down the projection screen and show you the image on the white wall. It looks just as good, doesn't it? The TCL PlayCube has the highest brightness of any TCL projector, 750 ISO lumens. Actually, I am used to ANSI lumens, but the ISO standard uses more stringent measurement method. I recently tested a projector with 2500 ANSI lumens, and while I cannot actually confirm that it really has that much brightness, the TCL PlayCube looks just as good, and maybe even brighter. Anyway, it is still a projector intended for use at night, or at least in a dark room. In my room, the ceiling light is located just above the projection screen, and I can still see the image, but it is much more pleasant in the dark.
Losing, and the beggars start choosing the chaos in your head. It calls the cracks to start losing, and the beggars start choosing the chaos in your head. Calls the cracks to start.
First drive, he came off after the touchdown, got his right foot taped. He got
Coleman with a catch for about 6.
And now you can watch more videos on the TCL PlayCube projector and listen to the audio through the built-in speaker.
The best way.
Think you can handle that?
Yeah, I think I can handle it.
Hey, Claire Bear. Guess who just spent the last half hour with the coolest guy in school?
Oh my god.
Don't tell my mom about this.
You know she gets.
Yeah, no, of course I won't.
Sometimes it scares me.
1 second.
Tiger was a training op, dress rehearsal for D-Day. They walked right into it.
What I'm talking about are real, and the wrath of nature is real.
Wants the timeout. The ribbon a little easier for Edwards to get the block. Yeah, looks like he kind of lost it a little bit. You saw two places.
I saw two.
First down in the red zone.
She relied a little bit on the run game, just like Buffalo has, a little bit different ways.
Enzo Fernandez looking for Pedro, and then Parmahanez.
Push through that last AAA.
so the TCL PlayCube has impressed me in many ways. It is the most interesting and one of the best projectors I have tested. First, I like its build quality, compact size, and unique twist design. You don't need a tripod, a stand, or anything else to position the projection at the right angle on the wall or even on the ceiling. I'm also surprised that such a compact projector can fit a 66 Wh battery, which provides up to 3 hours of playback. Another big surprise for me is that the projector has a very good built-in speaker. I don't understand how all of that fits inside this small projector. The TCL PlayCube uses real-time TOF positioning for autofocus and keystone correction, but its unique feature called Instant Display Correct works perfectly. I will not go into detail about Google TV system because it is already must-have for any projector. As for image quality, it is excellent thanks to 1080p resolution and 750 ISO lumens of brightness. This is definitely the best projector from TCL and overall one of the best portable projectors on the market in 2026. Thank you for watching this video. See you soon!